Signed by the president, it has now become law. And today is a very important day for about 70 million beneficiaries of Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and all across the board, millions of beneficiaries. Today marks a very important day, which we'll be discussing in this video. And did you receive a deposit into your bank account today? Well, about 40 million people did as of today. So let's get into it and discuss what is going on as of right now. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, as I'm back for you each and every day in videos just like this, bringing you all the latest updates as they're being released, as well as talking through other very important information that you need to know during this time, as information is changing very rapidly. So make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below, and please remember my commitment to each and every one of you here on the channel, as well as the community as a whole, is to be here for you each and every day and make sure that you're getting all of the money and benefits that you're eligible to receive during this time, as it is a tough time out there right now. Let's be real, everybody's struggling to some degree. So I want to make sure that you're getting as much help as you can during this time. All right, thank you so much. Let's get into it and talk about all of these different aspects of different things that are going on right now. All right, so yesterday, the president finally signed into law the extension of the debt limit to keep the federal government being able to pay all of the bills and obligations for the next 6 weeks or so. Now, this is in reference to the debt ceiling. Remember, the Senate passed this bill last week, the House of Representatives passed it on Tuesday, and now the president signed it into law yesterday. So it is a done deal. We finally have a short-term extension until early December, and then we'll be right back in this situation once again. So we probably don't need to talk about the whole debt ceiling thing again for probably about 5 more weeks until late November, until they are faced with this same situation once again. So good stuff. Glad that we can get that off our plate for a while now and then move on to other important topics. All right, so let's talk about why today is a very important day for all of these tens of millions of beneficiaries of Social Security, SSDI, survivors. You know the whole list. We go through it in a lot of my videos. So today marks the day that is open enrollment for Medicare. So if you are one of these beneficiaries and you are looking at Medicare, or you want to change your plan and or pick up a new plan, the open enrollment period is now officially open starting today. So what I would say, if I were you, if you're looking into changing your plan, maybe picking up a new plan, something like that, I would say start doing your research and making your phone calls now. Here's the thing. All of us recognize changing insurance and or picking up new insurance typically is a very time-consuming process. Between calling around, doing research on multiple different plans, we all know there's only like 5 million plans out there, right? Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but for the most part, insurance is kind of that thing where it's kind of confusing, right? You need to look at multiple different plans, compare them side by side, look at all of the different information on each one, the premiums, the deductibles, the coverages. I mean, there's so many different things to look at when it comes to insurance. So if you're planning on looking at changing your plan or picking up a new one, I would highly advise you start doing that right now, because the window is only about 7 weeks long. It starts today and then it closes on December 7th. So if you don't get in by then, well, you're going to be out for the next year unless for some reason you get into a special enrollment period. So yeah, you might want to start looking into that, because we all know it's easy to put it on the back burner and say, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Before you know, 6 weeks have passed by and you're right down to the wire for the last few days to get something done. So that is open today. You can start doing that, applying for your new Medicare Advantage plans, things like this, whatever else you want to sign up for, or maybe eliminate or whatever. It's all open up, so get on that now if you want to. Again, totally optional. I don't know your situation. Everybody's situation is different, but I'm just letting you know it is officially opened as of today, and it'll go through December 7th. So just mark that on your calendars. All right, very important. All right, let's talk about these checks that have started hitting bank accounts today. 40 million people, or thereabouts, got some checks in their mailboxes today deposited by the IRS. Wait, what? Have you checked your bank account? Well, what is this in reference to? In fact, Maybe you've seen some headlines, maybe you've seen it on the news, you've probably seen it somewhere. I know I've seen it a number of times already today, and that is in reference to the child tax credit payment. Yes, the child tax credit payment was deposited today. If you did not receive it yet, remember it could still be coming at some point today. The deposits do come, but again, maybe there's some little delay. It kind of depends on the financial institutions, things like that. But for the most part, they typically post into bank accounts right away in the morning. If not, it could come in the afternoon, things like that. Now remember, the last couple months now, August, September, these payments have been delayed and or they were coming through the mail, or there's been all kinds of issues with these things. So if you did not get it today, well, there's a variety of different things we could do. We could continue waiting, watching our accounts. We could continue waiting and watching our mailboxes, or maybe it could be like previous payments where it just does not arrive and then the note comes out saying, well, hey, sorry, we didn't send it out, or there was a delay, there was some kind of glitch with our system, therefore you'll need to claim it next year on your tax return. So if you did not get your deposit today, well, I would say just keep watching for it. I guess there's not really a whole lot we can do right now, right? You can't really call the IRS and be like, hey, give me the money, right? That doesn't really work that way. So it's either going to come into your bank account, it may arrive as a paper check if they are just so having problems, again, distributing these payments. And if none of those happen, then you'll need to claim it on your tax return next year, which remember, you'll get the second half of the child tax credit payments next year when you go to file your tax return. Even if you're somebody who does not typically file a tax return, you might want to do it this coming year simply because you can claim the other half of your child tax credit payments. By the way, that is not accounting advice. It is not a financial advice. It is not advice in any way because I don't know your situation. Everybody's situation is very different. However, the child tax credit payments, remember, these are the payments that range anywhere between $200 and $300 every single month per child through the rest of the year, starting in July of this year. The child tax credit payment is anywhere between $3,000 and $3,600 for the entire year, in which you'll be paid in advance through these monthly payments, half of your payment, and then the second half of the payment, ranging anywhere between $1,500 and $1,800, will be payable in early 2022 on your tax return. So a lot of money at stake right there, especially if you're somebody who has a couple kids, right? You could be looking at several $1,000s as a result of this. So anyway, I wanted to bring this to you because I've seen alone, this today so far alone, I've seen a number of headlines out there saying, checks deposited today. And I'm thinking, hey, wait, what? I didn't get a check. I looked at my bank account this morning. No deposits for me. I was looking around thinking, where's my deposit? But then I looked and it was the child tax credit. So yeah, anyway, if you are somebody who gets that, be sure to check your accounts. You may have a little gift there waiting for you, a little present waiting for in your bank account that you may not even remember was coming to you. So yeah, that might be sitting there as well. So anyway, we've got a lot cooking. They are still talking about the stimulus package. They're still going back and forth on this thing. But as far as the debt ceiling goes, that's good. We don't need to worry about that. The default coming on Monday, that's good to go. We're good to go for the next about 6 or so weeks. But anyway, Medicare open enrollment, that is starting today. You might want to look into it. But either way, I wanted to come back with you, bring you some quick headlines that are out there right now, and just let you know what's going on. As my commitment remains, I'm here for you in any way that I can with all of the latest updates, walking you through all this stuff, helping out in any way that I can. So please, leave your comments or questions down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you. If I can't get to them down in the comments section, I will do my best to maybe even make a new dedicated video. If I see the comment question come up quite a bit, I'll come back and I'll make a dedicated video for you and to help out in any way I can. So again, hope this helps you out. Enjoy your day. Subscribe down below and go back and check out some other videos as we have some really good stuff here right here on the channel in the almost 1,700 videos that we have right here on the channel. So a lot of good stuff out there. I'll continue to be here for you going forward. So remember to subscribe down below, share the videos, and I'll catch you again later in the next one. I'll see you again soon.